On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cincinnati Bengals. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brought down at the 20. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Back at the 37-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Buying time to his left. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Trubisky.
Open man is Denzel Mims.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Colts.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Tua. Open man is born. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And this now 3rd and 11 after that 2nd down completion actually went back a yard. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a 1st down.
And the Colts, 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
The score, Colts 7, Bengals nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Flushed out right. Able to connect with Mims. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd down.
And that is caught. Touchdown, touchdown, Indianapolis.
Complete to number 13.
From 17 yards out, and the Colts are able to grow their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
14.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Sanders fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Trubisky. That's complete. Okuegbunam. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
The tackling in this game has not been good so far. We've seen our share of missed tackles. Case in point, that one right there. And that miss led to another big play. I don't know if it's effort. I don't know if it's technique. But they'll have to work on that in practice.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Once again with Sanders. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Trubisky will throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
17.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26 yards.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6-yard
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. And it's up and good.
makes the score Colts 17, Bengals 7. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
5-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Julian Okwara in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 13.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
43-yard line.
After the turnover, it's Tua. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa got the connection here to Bourne. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And 5 at the Colts 24-yard line.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
First and 10.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. They'll try to run for it with Henry. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
At the 10-yard line.
Tua going to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
Intended for Mike Evans. Incomplete.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
A 21-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out. To the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
He was brought
just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Tackle by Darrell Taylor.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 13-yard line.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
3rd down and goal to go.
Now Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it, and an opportunity missed. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
Gain of 14. 1st down, Colts.
Back to throw. Harrison trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Looking to pass. Tua. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Ross Blacklock in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And McManus able to put it through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Running on first down is Sanders, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage before he's taken down. A loss of 1.
Judon there on the stop. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Harrison. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. That'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Tua. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Derrick Henry on the carry.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
41-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Tua. This one into the hands of Burton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now left side on the swing pass. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
5-yard line.
Looking to throw. Harrison. And got his man complete. A gain there of 30 big ones. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Harrison escapes the sack. Escaping, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Aaron Donald, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The Colts send out their punter, and you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Henry's got it out on the left side. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
To throw is Tua. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
2nd and 10.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Intercepted by the Colts. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. So this one winds up in Indianapolis victory, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Indianapolis, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on.
for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drip, can't catch my wave. Damn, can't. I'm trying to keep the people stable the way I feel. I might it all up. You might do it for the world. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the level. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked it up, and left them. Galilee rolling thunder, don't hear my cry, don't hear my speech. I finally starting to realize, never give up and coerce. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Try to try and go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why do people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right, I don't got time. I could, it's all to we're talking about to protecting the sons and daughters from political and slaughter. Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that